Concordia students did on the trip. They worked hard. Some of them started at 5:30 every morning, every day, and we were done at 7, and that can be a long day. And I was just very proud of how the students did.
The students did very well. And I think this is why, whether it's a service trip or study abroad or just traveling as a global citizen rather than a tourist is so important. It forces us to step outside our comfort zone and try something completely different and be very open-minded about it. It helps us all grow, and I think it really helps us come together as well.
My favorite things about the trip are, one, a relatively short time for students to experience a massively different culture and place, all in the short span of spring break. And I enjoyed serving and getting to know Joel and Heidi, the other staff that went with, a lot. I enjoyed serving at Robin's Nest and helping out with an orphanage there and painting. But I think my favorite thing about the trip is getting to know the other staff and the other students in a more deeper and more meaningful way.
Yeah, and I completely agree with that. It's really amazing where you have a group of 13 people who have had minimal contact before this trip, other than the meetings right before, but it was sort of like you're forced to get to know one another and get along, and we sort of skipped those typical stages of forming a team and developing. We kind of just jump right into the final stages, and it's amazing to see people come together for a common cause and common purpose. It's really awesome.
And while we were at Robin's Nest, the team, the 10 students, largely helped out with an orphanage and watching children and caring for them and dressing them and chasing them and trying to help them grow. But a number of us, including Joel and I and Heidi, mostly did projects around the place. We painted, we got up early, we stayed up late, we did dishes, we did a lot of dishes. And we did more dishes. And so we did, serving itself was quite a thrill as well. And the weather was very nice.
Watch kids anxiously as they went 100 miles an hour down this unpaved, or there was like 4 different road surfaces at 30 miles an hour down this curvy road, and it was kind of nerve-wracking, but it was fun because they had no fear. It was pretty neat.
Another special role that Joel and I got to play, so the orphanage is largely made up of younger children, but there's also some older boys who live in a separate facility called Jake's House. And Joel and I were asked, and gladly did, spend extra time with those boys, with the older boys who are less likely to be adopted, but they're just neat kids. And I got to do keep away in the pool with that group, and Joel got to go pick apples with them, and those are 2 special memories that we have of spending time with the older boys at the orphanage.
And I taught them blackjack too, which does have an educational purpose. It's not just for their future in the casinos, but it's math as well, and they really enjoyed that. Same thing with some card tricks. On the very last day, one kid came up to me and he's like, "Will you teach me the secret to that card trick?" And I'm like, "Yep, it's the last day. I can show you the trick so then you can fool everybody else after the meeting."